Hey, welcome back to Project Nodenium. Just want to say thank you for all the positive response that I've been getting for the first episode. It's been very encouraging, and I'm seeing a lot of you guys really like the build. And I hope we can do some more of that in the coming episodes. So today we're not going to be building the extension of it. Instead, we're going to focus on a different project in town. So when I logged in today, I got an offer apparently. And let's just read this real quick. Dear Dai, welcome to the server. I hear that you were thinking about building a pale garden resin shop and maybe in need of a resin farm. I happen to have a pretty good resin farm already built and was also planning making a shop for it. So instead of having two competing businesses, I have an offer. I get a portion of the diamonds from resin sales and you get access to my resin farm for the rest of the season. Best regards, Curplunktis. So you gave me a gift as well. You gave me all this resin, which is really nice, but I don't know how to build with resin. But so although my base looks pretty much the same from the inside right here, I've been pretty busy gathering a lot of resources right here. We have a lot of materials here, and today we're going to be building a shop in the shopping district, and we need to do a bit of terraforming, so it would make sense. So let's just go there right now and I'll show you guys what I mean. Alright, so here in the shopping district, I was planning to build one building here, but for now I'm putting it on hold because I'm still working on the shape of the building and what exactly the shop is going to look like overall. So we're just going to focus on this other project that I'm going to do, which is a lighthouse. And I plan on putting the lighthouse somewhere over here. That means we have to extend all of this land all the way there. So the lighthouse would be at the edge of a cliff, kinda. And it'll be overlooking the whole space right here. Because right now, as you can see, there's a lot of business going on the right side, but not so much on this side right here. We have the rocket shop, but that's about it. So I've been told by the community to build something right around this area. And I think a lighthouse would kind of make sense, even though it's a bit too close to the dock right here. I think overall it's going to look pretty cool. So let's start with the terraforming first, and I'll see you guys right after that. Alright, that took quite a while. So let me show you guys what I've been doing here. As you can see with this obvious dirt line here, that the land stops about at this point right here. And then I created all this section right here. And we're planning to blend this sooner or later, but I don't think it's my part right now. So I just did this part right here, and I don't want to intrude on anyone's build, so I stopped right there. And as you can see here, there's obviously a mark that I've already created for the lighthouse itself. So as you can see, it goes from darker brown to lighter, and then it slowly blends into the stone, and also to give it that old overgrown look, but also make it look like it's been walked around a lot. There's like a lot of muds in the area since it is a lighthouse, so it would be very damp. Most of the grass and most of the dirt would end up being muds basically. So you can see there's a lot of tracks around the lighthouse itself. So let me talk about the stones real quick. We go from dark to light, since the closer it is to water, the more often it is that it gets washed away by the seawater, causing it to get darker. And it kind of shows that the wave kind of crashes all the way up here. And I want the lighthouse to be overgrown and messy. So that's the vibe that I'm trying to create here. So let's take a break from this project real quick and talk to my partner Curb, who's going to be showing me how to use the farm for the shop.
So basically what you do
Mm-hmm.
is when it's nighttime, you just put on a carved pumpkin. And I'm actually going to go here. I'll give you the pumpkin and the sword, and I'm going to CS because they will not, it won't work if I'm there too. And then you just stand on that resin brick.
Right here?
Up top.
Oh, up
like
top.
No, up the stairs.
Got it.
Yeah, you stand there and just collect them all, and then flip this button. And basically one of the, in the killing chamber.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. One of the copper bulbs should always be on at a time, is kind of like the rules for it. And then you just start swinging at them, and you can wait until all of the particles disappear.
And do it again?
And then swing again. Yeah. And then it'll like auto collect all the resin and turn it into resin blocks.
Got it. Do they die at all or no?
No, they don't die unless the resin heart thing, I don't know what it's called, gets broken. Yeah, and I only really get like a full payout if you like come here before the night starts officially and like go for like a full night whacking them, but you still get a pretty good amount for just like starting at like a little bit into the night.
Alright, so now that we figured out how to use the farm, let's build the lighthouse itself. Before we continue with the building, I want to show you something that we did as a community this week. So let me show you a clip of that.
Everyone take some TNT and put as much in as you like.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
Okay, I know, but I want the community to be involved.
That it might blow up the stoner shop and the trim shop, because it can blow like that far.
I don't see this going wrong in any way at all. Like, there's absolutely nothing that can go wrong in this.
If you want, I can place more obsidian.
Maybe just put most of it on the inside, so hopefully it will not fly out of the shop. Maybe don't.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, let's put most of it on the inside. Yeah, I have a feeling there's probably going to be some collateral.
Oh no!
No! No! Get out!
Oh no!
Oh
no!
Holy fuck! How the fuck?
What happened?
Alright, as you see right here, the building is completely gone now. Right now there's a different building being constructed right here, and it's probably going to take a few days before it's finally completed, but it's pretty cool seeing how everything is like changing and people are actually building here. Never been on an SMP before, so seeing all of these changes so quickly is super fascinating, and it's really encouraging for me to do more and build more in the server. So speaking about doing things and being productive, here's a time lapse for the lighthouse. And here we go, the lighthouse completely done. Well, at least the exterior of it. So let me show you guys real quick what I completed. So the building itself is pretty much done. I just have to add a bit of more sign up here just to give it more of that boarded and oldie look, to give it more age. Here we have all the plantation outside. You can see surrounding the walking path that I was mentioning before. You can circle the place and you can see all of the greenery surrounding it basically. At the top of the lighthouse, we have a working lamp rotating, just like a real lighthouse, and we can see the colors going from darker to lighter and eventually to yellowish a bit to give it that more worn out look. And at the top we have the wind direction, I think is what I'm trying to emulate there. But I'm also rounding up the shape with glasses, which you can't really see that well from here. But if you go a bit closer, maybe you can see it. You can see there's a lot of glasses here just to give it that illusion that it is a bit more rounder. I also shaded the building. You can see the bottom part is a bit darker and it gets lighter at the top. Same with the roof. I don't normally shade roof, but I feel like that's pretty good. Like, I think I should shade more roofs from now on. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with how everything turned out. It's really fitting with how my base is themed around, where everything is a bit gloomy, dark, but at the same time, it's a bit whimsical, right? I mean, it's a lighthouse in a shopping district, which doesn't really make sense. But yeah, I'm trying to balance the two idea to make it seem fun, but also, you know, have that a darker theme to it. But here's the interior. We have a lot of work to do. So I'll be doing that, and I want to show you guys how I do my interiors because I don't really show that too often. So yeah, I'll show you guys my process and walk you guys through how I do interiors. So we start with the floor first, mixing oak logs, strip spruce, and upside down barrels as the base floor. We're just going to use the same pattern all the way across the lighthouse. Next, I want to build a fireplace right in front of the entrance. I'm mixing bricks, granite, and polished granite just to give it a bit more texture. And I just want to include this clip right here. I can't believe how annoying it is to get a certain painting up. Like there's only 3 1x2 painting in the game, and it takes me like, I don't know, like a minute just to get one painting up. They really need to get a better system. So yeah, and then we move on to the next bit, which is the shelf. This is where I'm gonna be selling the stuff for the shop. I'm mixing in some barrels, composter, and surrounding it with a copper trapdoor. I wanted to wait for it to turn green and oxidize, but it's gonna take so long to do that, so I'm just gonna let it oxidize on its own. And on the right side here, we're gonna put some logs for the fire. So whenever I'm building, I'm trying to think about what decoration would make sense in the space, right? And that kind of just levels up your interior design and also helps your thought process when you're building to make everything more cohesive. Next, we're gonna build a small cooker and build a chimney all the way up. Now we're gonna build a small table in the corner. We're gonna use the armor stand trick right here. Put some chairs down and a pickle as a glass. Next is a loft storage system. And then we're gonna use hanging signs as ladders. Now it's time to put some random barrels and chests up here just to fill up the space. And at this corner right here, I decided to build a table. This is gonna be really important since I'm gonna write a book here in the hallway. I wanted it to be dark, so I use minimal lighting. There's a bit of grow lichens I've hidden in the corners. At the end here, I wanted to build like an altar, which I'm gonna put the main artifact later on. So now we're just gonna put the candles surrounding it. The last piece is just to build the spiraling stair all the way to the top. I added some resins and blood, and here it is, the final interior. I'm really happy with the space here that we've built. Very nice. Lastly, I built the basement entrance here at the back. This is the space that I was talking about where we're gonna store some secret stuff. And here's just a simple little interior. Okay, everything's pretty much set up right now. And as you can see right here, Curp is currently stocking everything up and putting the prices down. And I added this journal here. I'm not gonna read it to you guys, but as you can see here, it's about someone's going mad in here and that Poseidon's gonna kill them and stuff like that. And they're hiding the lobsters in the cellar below. And I want that to be where the captain died, basically. So that's where we're gonna put his hat and where people can purchase the hat. Oh, speaking about the hat, me and Curp right here is wearing a custom hat. So it's basically like a sailor's hat. And as you can see right here, me and Curp has the same hat. And we're gonna be selling those hats in the cellar below. And right here, we're gonna put an armor stand down to finish up this offering table. And here we go, the shrine itself is finally completed. It's basically a shrine for the lobsters. It fits with the whole lore right here. Let me show you guys what I made back here. If you go back here, we can see the entrance to the cellar. If you hop down here, I'm gonna put down the lobster. There we go. And then we can put the hat down. And here we go. And we're gonna sell the hats right here. So I'm gonna put a few of them down here like so. Alright, so I priced it about at 10 diamonds per hat. I don't think it's too expensive for these because you only just buy them once. So yeah, I think it's a great pricing. But yeah, that's about it from the shop right here. It's been super fun, but also stressful at the same time because I've been having a lot of like connection issues on the server. I don't know why, but yeah, it's been pretty stressful, but very rewarding in the end. Because it's my first shop ever in Minecraft. Because I've never done an SMP before, so I've never had a shop. But yeah, that's about it from this episode right here. Next episode, we're gonna go back to building my base. Hopefully, we can expand it, build some bridges, make some farms, but trying to figure out the layouts for the castle right now. It's been pretty hard to plan everything because it's such a massive scale, but I think it's a great challenge. So hopefully I can get a video out next week. And yeah, thank you guys so much for all the support you have given me. This past week has been incredible and very encouraging, and I hope to do more of this very, very soon. So I'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye.